All right. Simone acknowledges that there will be resistance and obstacles to our projects of ethical freedom. That's reality. I can try to get a record deal as a dude in my mid-30s. It just might not be in the cards given certain artistic and market conditions. The issue here is not to look at my failed project with disgust, but to see it as definitively preferable than the dark passivity of never asserting oneself in the first place. And if the door is slammed in our face, we can retain some abstract conception of freedom by resigning from an ethical project altogether. There is certainly heartbreak in it. However, it can also be coupled with joy, for we can reassert ourselves in new ways with endless possibilities, such as using the internet to bring philosophy to the people. De Beauvoir's conception of freedom is never meant to condemn us if our projects fail. It is to breathe new life into us precisely when they do. If we end up in a Sisyphean scenario, forever pushing a boulder up a hill only to have it roll back upon us, we experience the most dreadful form of existence. Sidebar, this is why de Beauvoir thinks life imprisonment is the worst form of punishment conceived. It preserves life yet rips away all possibility. Death almost seems preferable to life imprisonment. De Beauvoir actually thinks there are very few situations where we cannot revolt against obstacles and reassert our freedom. If we find ourselves in such a situation where all possibility has been drained away, de Beauvoir leaves the door open to one final act of moral freedom and revolt: suicide. In the closing of the first chapter of The Ethics of Ambiguity, de Beauvoir considers the charge that existentialist ethics cannot account for bad will. Why would anyone choose to be immoral? De Beauvoir thinks it impossible to choose evil, to choose non-existence, to choose not to be free. The life of man has no significance or meaning without ethical existence. The anguish and despair involved not in asserting one's moral freedom is never going to be preferable than an ethical undertaking. So then why do individuals remain in their negativity if they don't choose it? Why do they remain a lack or an absence? What about the anguish causes them to commit error in so many ways and not come into being? De Beauvoir will take this question up next chapter.